So when you're coming into that self-awareness, you're questioning the things that you cannot see. So you're questioning your beliefs about yourself, right? What you believe you are and what you believe you deserve. And it's like, this is a difference. It's not about anybody else. So somebody can give you a compliment and tell you you're deserving of all these things. Or, or they can put you down and tell you you're not deserving of certain things. But it's really up to you to tell yourself what you deserve. And this is because that's where you need to shift your focus. That's where your perception needs to change, right? It's not about other people to save you or shift your focus for you, because they can't do that. Only you are capable of shifting your focus to the things that you want. And when you do that, your whole energy shifts to those things. So there's no choice but to attract the things that you're focused on into your life, right? So you can focus on everything, all the grievances in your life, all the things you don't want. And you'll continue to be on these cycles of getting those things because your focus is on those things. So when you know yourself a little bit more deeply and you figure out what you do want, what's compatible with you, where your life is going, and what you need to continue in that direction of where your life is going, you have to be the authority, your own authority, and tell yourself what you need and what you want and what you're deserving of. Somebody super important to me shared that with me, and it really opened me up. It really opened me up, because this wasn't a person telling me, oh, you deserve so much better, you deserve so much more, you deserve this, why are you not at a certain place in your life? No, this person told me, well, what do you believe you deserve? You know what I'm saying? And that just like was everything. That was the part that I kept going back to. That the part that helped me to grow was me coming back to that question, like, what do I want? What do I deserve? And a lot of times I will find things that I felt like I deserved, and it was just very toxic. And it's because that's what I had in that place. So that was something I needed to change. This particular belief about myself was something that I needed to change. So when confronting yourself, you're not just confronting the surface level things that you want or don't want in your life, or surface level beliefs about yourself, like, oh no, I'm great, this. Well, really inside you feel broken. You know what I'm saying? When you're figuring out yourself, you address the brokenness. You address the deep belief systems that are causing you pain. You know, because those things are those cycles that are reflected outward. You know what I'm saying? So once you address those things, that's when your outer world starts to shift, right? Because you're getting to the root of the problem. So the reason why being self-aware is so important is because you want to be your own authority in your life, right? You and your gut are the sole authority in your life. Even if you choose to have a teacher or you choose to go back to school, you choose some people in your life that you see as role models, you are the sole authority. You get to choose that, right? You get to say, oh, this person is somebody I can learn from. But ultimately, like, you're making those decisions. You're the one that's in charge of your learning, of your well-being, of your stability, of everything in your life, right? You're the one in charge. So you need to get back to yourself. And when I say you as the sole authority, I'm not talking about you and your ego, right? So not you connected to the world, connected to everybody else. You know, as a mother or a father, not you in your role. I'm talking about you solely as a person, right? You in your being, you in your higher self. It's imperative to connect back to your higher self if you choose. If you want to have that self-awareness, if you want to gain more wisdom, if you want to see life for what it is and have purpose in it, like, it's imperative that you get back to your higher self. And your higher self is your pure self, the self that is just here, that was born here, your being, right? Not your role in this lifetime, right? Not your position, not your job, none of that. None of that is you, and none of that should have authority over your life. You, in your being, should have the sole authority over your entire life. You and your ego cannot have that authority because you can't trust that part of yourself, right? Not fully anyway. And our ego has certain wants and desires and protections that that keep us from seeing truth, right? So it's not about killing the ego, but it's about integrating, understanding when you're coming from an ego-based standpoint and when you're coming from your true self, right? And usually that comes from our intuition. So we could be doing one thing, right? But everything in us is telling us to do something else. For example, you might be with a person, in a relationship with the person, and you're tired all the time, you're drained, you're sad, you're empty, you feeling empty, and you have no clue why. That's your higher self. That's your true self. You haven't tapped in to why you're feeling that way. That's why you don't know yet. But your higher self is telling you, that authority is telling you that something needs to change, right? Something needs to change because you are depleted right now. You are sad right now. These are all symptoms of something that's going on that you need to address, that you need to figure out.